Metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Herbert. Left side, he's got it complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Henry brings it in. And head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They'll get 34 yards there.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Eventually able to knock this one through. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Desmond King making the tackle.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And picked up by the Chargers.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
They're going to score the final return touchdown, Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're on the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the right side, Henry's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 10, Chiefs nothing.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 17. Chiefs nothing. Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score. Chargers 24. Chiefs nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Will find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Third and long, it's Herbert. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Watch out for Hill on the return. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
But I think the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.